Welcome to the Horror and Gore Horror Movie Podcast, your number one podcast for all things horror. I'm your host, Big Goobs, and of course, I'm joined by my friend and co-host, as always, Mr. Dakota D&B Buckner. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, Goobs. How are you doing this week?
Man, it's doing good. It's been a crazy week. Some sick members in the household, but they're starting to feel better. So we're making it through, man. How about you? How's your week been?
Oh, not bad. Work sucks. Sucks really bad. The boss has been out on like a little teaching regimen. He's still out for this week. It's going to suck more because last week I was out by myself for 1 day. This week I'm going to be out by myself for 2 days. So we're going to try to push through that. And then after we're going right into Easter weekend, so it's not going to be great at all. But besides that, now I watched a lot of movies this week, and now we'll get into that during my watches this week. Got some physical media. Went to the Texas Roadhouse again.
Woo!
To be honest, you guys, if you guys are not getting like the little like family takeout thing at the Texas Roadhouse, you guys are missing out. Like, you can get chicken critters. Like, I explained this last year. I don't know if you remember the scoops. Chicken critters. You can get pork chops, steak tips. I think they got chicken now, like barbecue chicken or like buffalo chicken. You can get mashed potatoes, corn, green beans, all sorts of stuff. And you get a salad of a house salad or a Caesar salad, and you get the rolls with the cinnamon butter, and that shit's so good. But also, not a sponsor though. I don't know why I'm addicted to Bojangles like recently, especially their fish sandwich. Like, I went there today because we needed extra ranch for Texas Roadhouse, because that's the one thing though, they need to get more ranch with it. So I went there, got bacon, egg, and cheese, which very underrated. If you guys wondering, I've been trying to get Goobs to go to the Bojangles ever since they have been over now in Arizona.
They're opening in like a month and a half or something like that. It's almost time.
To be honest, speaking of that, sorry to interrupt you. I just remember this because Justin goes here about all the time. I've seen his videos, especially his little rant videos. Dutch Bros. We were driving towards Texas Roadhouse the other day, right? So it's in South Carolina, probably about an hour away, 15 minutes away. Dutch Bros. I'm like, fuck yes, finally. Because the one in Tennessee is like 2 hours away. I'm like, nah. I'm like 15 minutes away. And anytime I'm down there, we're going to Dutch Bros.
Dutch Bros is fire, dude.
But besides that, it's just been work, having good food. Went to the movies once this week. Me and Goops are probably going to be honest, me and Goose might try to see Project Hail Mary, even though it's not horror, because that movie is looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And sorry about that. Goose is actually going to probably see an IMAX for his very first IMAX experience.
Gonna try.
So I'm happy for that. As you guys know, I'm like the film, not general, expert. The film expert. So IMAX, all that stuff is in my forte. But also, I've been posting a lot recently, which I'm excited about that. And to be honest, Scoops has said the TikTok lives recently have been hitting off very well. And as some of you listeners and viewers probably are from those TikTok lives, I have got you guys over here now. Most of you guys met Goobs the other night or last week on that last night of the TikTok live. So you guys know some about Goobs. Hopefully you are guys keeping up with this content. And of course, right now we are going through Unnamed Footage Festival right now.
Yeah. There's some bangers that you guys are going to have to keep an eye out for, that we will be doing more coverage, more reviews. Some of these films do have release dates, so just stay tuned, but definitely ones to keep on your radar.
Definitely.
speaking of Unnamed Footage Festival, you want to get into our watches of this week?
Yes. I'm gonna just do mine real quick because it's just one, and it's our topic today. Ready or Not 2. I have been slacking this week. One, from work. I was really fucking tired. Was going to do some watches last week, but Friday night crashed out. Went to bed. Not crashed like physically, like punched stuff and shit. No, like crashed out, like totally crashed out. The body did on Friday and Saturday, so I couldn't even. And if you guys are wondering, that's why I didn't do the TikTok live Saturday. I laid down and I just went to sleep, and I woke up at 9:00 in the morning, and I'm like, well, shit. There goes the TikTok live for Saturday night.
It's all good, man. I got quite a bit of watches. Starting off, last Tuesday was St. Patrick's Day, so of course I watched Leprechaun 3. I think that might be the best Leprechaun of the franchise. Yeah, I said it.
No.
I said it.
OG's the best. To be honest with you, let me pull up. I got my ranking. You want to hear where I got Leprechaun 3?
You had it toward the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Which one's the worst though? You know which one's the worst? I could tell.
In space, hands down.
Fuck that. Everyone's asking me about these space movies in my TikTok live.
Leprechaun 4 in space is terrible.
No, do not put any fucking slasher in space. I'm trying to bring up the ranking. If you want to keep going, Goobs, I'll be looking up my ranking real quick.
Well, I heard that's where Victor Crowley's going to be in Hatchet 5, so I'm just kidding.
You can go piss off Colby in a minute.
Shit. But yeah, as Dakota was saying, we got approved for remote coverage for Unnamed Footage Festival. One of the best, if not the best, found footage centric film festivals in San Francisco. So I started my watches in there. I watched one called Big City Pizza, which is a POV fully animated feature about a skeleton pizza delivery driver. Fucking wild, and it's right up my alley. Then I watched a super experimental Woods film, Don't Look in the Dark. Not going to be for everybody, but it did its job. It creeped me out at certain times, so definitely one if you like experimental films to keep an eye out for. Then I watched, this one wasn't for unnamed footage or anything, but there's a filmmaker on TikTok, and his name is, man, oh man,
John
Westling.
Oh, Westling. Oh, sorry, Mr. John.
He made a feature film called Brain Bugs, and I reached out to him because he was just talking about it one day on a video, and I scrolled by, and I was like, "Hey, can I watch it?" And he sent me the movie, and it does look like he does have something in the works as far as to get it out to people, but he can't say anything yet. But it's cool, man. It's got very unique camera work, a lot of grayscale throughout the film, black and white. It's very more character driven. So it was actually like really, really cool as far as like a filmmaking. And I mean, the guy just did it himself. I mean, just straight up what independent film is. So it was cool.
How brutal was it?
Oh, not very brutal. Not very brutal.
I was thinking Cranked Up TV, but because it's just the name.
No. This one, it's about a food delivery. I'm not sure. No, probably not. This one's more on the artsier side, I would say, because it's about a food delivery driver. It's a food delivery driver who ends up getting held up at gunpoint by a fucking crazy person to basically have him drive him around and kind of become part of his little crime spree thing that happens throughout the movie. And then it's just very dialogue heavy between him and the bad guy, and you start learning a lot about these characters, and you start to feel like, are they actually forming a bond, or like what's going on? And then it's good, man. It's one of those that'll make you think. Definitely, I need to watch it again just to fully kind of engulf on the story, because it definitely is very dialogue heavy.
I just saw a concept of a movie that sounds like that. Sorry to interrupt you again.
No.
Fuck. Collateral.
Yeah, a lot of people in their Letterboxd reviews were putting that kind of in their reviews, saying, it has that kind of Collateral-esque feeling. I've never seen that one. I know about it. I think that's
so good.
Isn't that Tom Cruise and
Tom Cruise is the only villain role. His only villain role, which he is reported to become the new villain in Miami Vice. And if he gets that with Austin Butler and Michael B. Jordan, as the good guys, oh fuck.
Yeah. So I watched that one. Probably gonna do a full review on it, so people kind of know a little bit more about it and can be on the lookout for it. But then I went back to watching stuff from Unnamed Footage Festival. I watched The Devil's Teardrop. Solid little wood what do you call it? Creature feature in the woods / jungle. They're in like the Peruvian the jungle in Peru. So it was cool. It had a different type of Peruvian folklore to it. So I liked it. Then I watched 2 Screen Life films that are so fucking good. Content.
Ooh, I heard about them.
Dude, so unhinged, so many twists and turns. It's probably one of my favorite Screen Life horror films ever. Like, it's up for me, it's up there with like Host as far as like my favorites. And then I watched another one called Group Chat. That's another Screen Life about like a D&D role-playing game gone wrong. And it's fucking solid, dude. Lots of twists and turns in that one as well. And it's fucking solid. Somebody we may know is in the end credits. Wink, wink. So whenever you watch it, Dakota, request that one so you can watch it. I'll tell you off. Okay. And then, of course, we watched Ready or Not 2. So a lot of watches, and there'll be even more watches next week because I have plenty to go around for that festival. Next up, what you got?
Physical media?
Yeah.
Okay, beforehand, if you guys wonder why I was like moving shit around down here, Goops knows about it. I'm having like an infestation for like the last like 20 minutes. They left a call across my keyboard of my laptop for some reason. So that's what I've been trying to do, keep them off. Don't need them clicking a button by accident, just in the whole podcast for you guys. But my physical media, of course, the newest movie that has been not liked for the video game adaptation came out, and I had to get it on Blu-ray.
Nice.
I had to get Return to Silent Hill on Blu-ray. Didn't get to see this in theaters because 1 late night showing and 2 snow. Fuck the snow.
Yeah.
Can I show off real quick to the people?
Oh, go ahead, dude.
So, of course, we got this nice slipcover with... I haven't played Silent Hill 2, so I don't have a fuck clue what any of these characters are. You good?
Yeah, I hit my screen. We're good.
So Goobs' eyes, like, if guys, you need to go watch the video. I saw Goobs' eyes go big up, like, what the hell happened over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't have a fucking clue what Silent Hill 2 was about. So, but here's the case with the little cover on it. It looks like with a little creepy ass doll. Of course, about here, back of the movies, there's only one special feature, the making of, and then the trailer. But when you take it out of the case, it's just like your normal thing with James just walking into Silent Hill, and the same way. But
Nice.
I do like the slipcover a lot. I wish they had the steelbook up there, but because I like that steelbook a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with this.
Nice. So I didn't get anything new, but I am rearranging and going through a lot of my collection, my physical media collection. Going to try to get it all alphabetized and everything like that. But I came across this really sick piece of physical media. This is a copy of 7.
Oh shit!
And it's in the shape as the opening. It's a 2-disc set. There's disc number 1 with the fucking sweet disc art, and then it has a second disc with more disc art, and it has the movie on disc 1, and then the disc 2 has supplemental materials, exploration of the opening title sequence, deleted scenes, alternate endings, everything like that. And it's obviously like the actual compository notebooks and shit that you get at school. But yeah, I thought this was really cool. I don't know where it came from, to be honest with you. I don't know it because when I moved out of my house way back in the day, I took a bunch of physical media and stuff from my mom. So, and then when I met my wife, she brought some of her stuff too. So it's just kind of all congealed up.
Here I am last week. I'm like, oh, let me see if I can find it real quick. I don't know if I got it over here. Yeah, I do right here. Real quick. Wow, I'm pulling everything back. I told her, I'm like, oh, I like this slipcover. Here comes Goops. I got this thing over here.
Yeah, I don't know if this thing had an original slipcover or anything like that.
I think it does. I think I saw somebody have an old collection of it, and I think it did have a slipcover at one point.
Yeah,
but hell, that's still a good version of. I wish I could find that like a Goodwill or something.
Yeah. So I've been finding a bunch of.
Wait, cool I know stuff. Who has that. Was it Kobe that had that?
I'm not sure.
It might have been Kobe. Kobe, if you're listening, let me know, or let me and Goobs know.
But yeah, so that's all I kind of really came up with as far as physical media. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, we got a few pieces of news. Nothing too crazy. I'll jump in. Looks like we got The Mummy 4, the one with Brendan Fraser and I can never remember her name. The original woman.
I'll find out.
I can't remember, but they will be starting to film in the summer. This summer, actually. So we might be getting
Rachel
Weisz.
Yeah.
That's. So it's starting to film this.
Oh no, I will tell you who's directed by after you get done.
So with it being filmed this summer, we may be able to get it by as early as next year, hopefully. No, they're gonna fucking make us wait.
May 19th, 2028.
Damn, that's 2 years.
But you know why though?
Why?
Sorry to interrupt you because it goes into our topic today. It's directed by Radio Silence.
Okay.
Let the masters cook. Let the chefs cook. They're the masters of duo horror right now.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I've been saying it for years, and you guys didn't believe me until now. But up next, which I am shocked about this because I just learned this when I was pulling up the news. R.L. Stein's Pumpkinhead that came last year on Tubi, which I thought was just okay.
Yeah.
It's actually getting a sequel. And it's releasing this October on Tubi.
Nice.
I don't have a clue where we're going to go because at the end of the first one, you seen the first one, right?
I started it. I don't know if I ever finished it though.
Okay, I won't spoil the ending because the ending actually kind of like, I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. No, I need to go back and watch those. And I mean, if we get more Halloween themed horror movies, whether they're geared towards kids or adults, I'm down for that. We need more Halloween centric horror movies. Then it looks like we have some sad news. We have Jamie Blanks passes away at 54. Now, I was just looking up. He's a film director, and the Urban Legend and Valentine director. I saw this. That sucks because those two are. Urban Legend, of course, is one of the less. It's known, but it's definitely unappreciated 90s slashers, the whodunit slashers. And then Valentine is a quintessential early 2000s Valentine slasher, of course, which I fucking love both of those. So, yeah, 54, that's young as fuck. But that seems to be happening more and more lately.
Valentine was Hard Eyes before Hard Eyes.
Yeah, exactly. And then last
of Who Done It too.
Yep.
Oh, I was going to get to the last one if you wanted to.
Oh no, I was going to say in the last one, what you got, man?
Glenn Powell, he is back in more horror movies, which I'm kind of liking it though. You can put Glenn Powell in horror now. He'll be producing a new horror movie, a creature feature called The Death Roll. To be honest, this sounds like straight to Sci-Fi Channel.
Dude, it's got to be an alligator movie. It has to be an alligator movie. Is it?
An alligator movie? Yeah.
Dude, with the title Death Roll, it has to be. And that's fucking perfect. Give me all the alligator crocodile movies.
It's the Twister sequel that we all need.
Dude, Death Roll. You know what I want to see? I want to see Glenn Powell as Chad Powers in a horror movie.
Versus the crocodile or alligator.
Dude, just put Glenn Powell as Chad Powers in a horror movie. Let's make it happen.
Bro, I was looking through your videos again the other day, and that popped up with your Chad Powers review.
Dude, that show is one of the funniest shows that's been released this year. No, it was last year. Ending of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was one of the funniest shows. But
because if somebody's living under a rock, they will totally believe your video that a college quarterback actually punched somebody.
They're gonna be like, who the hell hit a cancer patient?
Like, when did Oregon go to the national championship?
Right? Yeah, dude. That was
Glenn fucking Powell.
That show's amazing. If you haven't watched Chad Powers, go watch it. It's on Hulu. But yeah, we're gonna get right into our main topic, which is the newest Radio Silence release, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Or yeah. That's the title. Here I Come. Samara Weaving. Oh God, Catherine Newton, Elijah Wood.
You said "Here I Come," so I meant pause.
Oh no, there ain't no pausing. There ain't no pausing for that. Yeah, Samara Weaving, Catherine Newton, Elijah Wood, Sarah Michelle Gellar, returning back. This was I'm just gonna jump into my little spoiler free. This was a a sequel that I didn't know how they were going to add anything or make it work. And they made it work. I don't think it's better than the first one. I really like the first one. This one is definitely entertaining. It definitely has that kind of, what's going to not that what's going to happen, but you are that surprise element of the first one is definitely not there with this second one. But it doesn't take away from anything because they add just a little bit more to keep you engaged, more with the story, more with the lore, of the family and this like satanic death cult and like all this stuff. So it does give a lot more that makes this a fresh sequel. And also, I mean, Samara Weaving in anything horror covered in blood, anything where she's just getting the shit kicked out of her and then kicking the shit out of somebody right back, just sign me up because it's always a good time. But I thought it was cool. This was a lot more funnier than the first one, I would say. It had a lot more laughs in my opinion. The comedy kind of definitely cranked up a little bit. But I had a good time with it.
Okay. So, as a radio silence truther, I love Ready or Not. I love Scream 5 and 6. And I love Abigail. So going to this, I'm like, kind of like Goobs, like, how are they going to do a sequel to this movie? Because it seemed like a very open and closed type of story. But before we even get into that, I want to talk about a little backstory real quick. This was announced back in 2014 that this was in development with Adam Rublet in early talks to direct this movie. I remember that very well. And that was going to have Samara Weaving come back. But then all of a sudden, it's just out of nowhere, it was announced that in that year that Radio Silence was actually on board to become the directors. So I'm like, okay, I'm happy that they're coming back. Then it was announced that Catherine Newton was joining the cast, and it was just Catherine Newton and Samara Weaving for the longest time. Then we got the others like Sean Hattie, David Cronenberg, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm all on board. And going to this movie after knowing all that and my love for Radio Silence, I like this movie. Did I love it? No. There were some problems with this movie, but I do like it. Sorry about that. But after watching it and liking it a lot, this is definitely not better than the first one. I think the first one is so much better. I like the cast in the first one better than this one, actually. Yeah. A lot more. The story I kind of like. I like the stories of both. But the story seems like it was so much like detailed and there was nothing missing from the first one. This one, there were some plot holes in it. There's some things that didn't make sense. And that ending I just didn't kind of like the ending that much because there was like an ambiguous question right then. And we were getting that into the spoiler part of like what's going to happen next. Because there has to be something else happen, especially the consequences of the end of this second movie. But I just enjoyed it. Bloody as hell, funny as hell. Is it the funniest Radio Silence movie? No, I think Abigail's still more funnier than this because of one particular scene. I love that scene so much in Abigail. But this movie is good, and there's another thing. Theater etiquette is... I still had somebody on their phone most of the time during this movie. But the dude's girlfriend must love the first movie, Catherine Newton or Samara Weaving, because I have never seen something happen, and they're up here like clapping and shit. I'm like, And they're like, hell yeah. I'm thinking, she's feeling this movie right now. And I'm like, this is probably, I'm already liking this movie, but this movie is making it better because of just this experience I'm enjoying right now. I'm like, at least somebody's liking the movie with me because, like you said, this one's not as good as the first one. Now, I feel like a lot of people don't like this one as much as the first one.
Yeah. And I think it's because, well, when did the first one come out? 2019, is that right?
Yes. I was working in the theater. I remember, I told my mom this. I remember working in the theater, and of course, at the time, we get 2 free tickets. I was going to do a double showing of this, and this is how far this other movie has been out, and it's still, now it's for a sequel. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah.
Was released at the same time.
Yeah, and I feel like, sorry, my bad.
So I was going to see both of them. I'm thinking damn, that's 2019. That's nearly 7 years, and that was like August of 2019 too.
Yeah. So excuse me, sorry. So yeah, and I feel like the time in between kind of did it a disservice as well, because I don't think anybody walking out of the first one was like, man, I need a sequel. I need to know what else happened. I know I did, and I was like, this is just sometimes you just need a great singular idea that's executed well, and that's it. And I felt that the first Ready or Not was like that because it was so fun, clever, and it was just a good time. So, like I said, going into this one, I had high hopes because, of course, it's the same team, same crew as far as like Samara Weaving and the directors and everything, and you're adding more likable pieces with Catherine Newton and Elijah Wood and everything like that. But I guess we can go into more spoilers because I wanted to ask a few questions in regards to the actual like details of it. So if you haven't seen Ready or Not 2, pause the video now. When you do that, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Hit the subscribe button and notifications on YouTube. Leave us a comment what you thought of Ready or Not 2 and which one do you like better, the first or the second. If you're on Spotify, hit that 5-star rating, as well as if you're on Apple. Man, that was words. Hit us 5 stars. We'd appreciate it. We appreciate you being here and coming back each week. But we're going to jump into the spoilers in 3, 2, 1. So, what did you think of the expansion of like the devil cult and more lore in there, saying that, you know, the house that, or the original family from the first one basically controls everything in this hierarchy of 5 families and everything like that. Like, I thought it was a creative way to keep the story going, and it kind of gave us more things to explore. Did you like how because I wasn't sure how they were going to do it to make this sequel.
Okay, there's one thing I think that they didn't explain that well, and I think you didn't pick it up. So the Lodomises are not the High family. David Cronenberg's character has been the High family the whole entire time.
Yeah.
His family of I forgot what their name is. So it's kind of, I'm trying to think of a movie because I thought of a concept of a movie like this, or it's just like a video game, kind of like you got all the families and they're like praising this one god. I'm putting quotations because of course they think it's the devil. But fucking ant. It's this damn ants. But with this, I like this because it shows that it's just not one singular story, because that was my biggest worry of like, how the hell are they going to expand this? And when you find out that there's this family and that there's this high table, and of course David Cronenberg's character of the father for this family is the leader of the high table right now, which they done him so fucking dirty in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got David fucking Cronenberg and you just like want to kill him off in the first like 20 minutes of this damn movie.
Yeah.
Pisses me the fuck off. But I like it all the way through. That was my biggest thing when I was doing my positives versus my negatives when I was doing the ratings. I'm like, I'm glad that they actually told the story, part of the story, this way of all this, like these 5 families wanting to kill Grace. If any of them kill Grace, they get the high table or the high seat, and even Grace can get the high seat. I like that little touch on to it also.
Yeah. I thought that was the most compelling part, and I kind of wish they spent a little more time in regards to that, because we get it in the front, and we also in the first part of the movie, and then we also get it in the conclusion or in the climax of the movie. But I just wish there was a little bit more in between, because when it gets to the game, I mean, it's kind of rinse and repeat with the first one. Stay alive. You're going to get people are chasing you, you know, then you get like exploding bodies and people dying in you know, crazy ways. Speaking of that freaking washing machine scene, god damn, them washing machines get super hot.
To be honest, I have watched so many movies like Terrifier in them. One of my biggest negatives for movies now is when they do kills off screen. Like that. I'm like, I kind of want to see that now. It's like, am I a little bit fucked up? Probably, because after watching all those movies, but it's like Damien shows you everything in that movie. So it's like you want to see everything in all the movies now.
Yeah. I did like that they kept with the over the top blood. Like, I really enjoyed how they kept the same
Explosion.
tone. Yeah, the same tone and the same expectation of the blood and how things are going to be. This may be an unpopular opinion. I don't know if you're going to agree or not. I feel like adding Catherine Newton as a sister didn't really help or damage the story. It was just kind of there. You know what I mean? Not long lost sister, but a sister that she had abandoned because she went to go to school in New York for a scholarship, never went back, and then now they're rekindling their relationship under this extreme circumstances. And you get a little bit of touch of the lore, like, you know, Samara Weaving's 3 years older. She was going to go to school. They were in foster care. You know, you get a little bit of it, but I don't feel like it. I felt they added that in there and kind of tried to put this little bit of a backstory in there to create emotional attachment to the character and the sisterhood of it. But it didn't, like I said, it didn't hit for me, and it didn't negatively affect it for me. It was just kind of there. And I feel like it may be because Catherine Newton, of course, was in the other Radio Silence film with Abigail, and it was kind of the same kind of like, hey, you've been in this movie. We got a role that you could play. Come in here. You know what I mean? Am I just nitpicking too much? Or, like I said, it didn't hurt the movie in my opinion, but it also didn't make it better. I thought there could have been a little bit different execution with the sister role.
Do you know why I felt so similar? I thought this, and I'm like, fuck is. I want to know the backstory now, because you got Catherine Newton in both of these movies, right? Do they have more than one sister? Because Abigail and Ready or Not are set in the same universe.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
You got Catherine Newton's character over here over in Abigail of Sammy, but it's like you got her here as Faith. It's like, how the fuck are you going to do that if you want Matt like Meshi's to? Because I'm thinking that's what the end game is. Because to see like Melissa Barrera's character and like Samara Weaving's character of like binding together, and even throw Catherine Newton in there and like have Melissa Barrera's character be like, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's that comedic shit that Radio Silence does. I want to see that. And we would talk about that at the end of the episode and deep dive more to that. But I think that's what it is. Because it feels like the same character of like, what about if they explain this later on? It's like if they have another sister, if Faith has a twin sister and it was like Sammy the whole entire time.
Yeah.
And that's why they felt so similar. But I think it's always Catherine Newton, though. Catherine Newton seems like that in every movie that she plays. Like the Ant-Man movies, same way. Like I haven't seen Freaky, but probably the same way also.
Yeah. Yeah, Freaky I've only watched one time, and I didn't really care for it the first time. Vince Vaughn is the fucking shining star in that movie, that's for sure. He's fucking funny. But yeah, so at least I think we were on the same page as far as like how the sister element, it didn't help, but it didn't hurt. It just kind of was there. And I feel like,
can I say something real quick? This is why I felt like the story was all over the place. That's what one of my negatives was. It's the whole entire, I like the concept of the 5 families, but it's like, if you had the main like 5 families except their siblings and their relatives in the room, that's what really took it out for me.
Yeah.
It was like you had that, but if it was like Catherine Newton and like if you just had Catherine Newton show up without any of the fucking problems between her and Samara Weaving's character and just put her there that, oh, this is your sister, this is her. And kind of like how the trailer sets up. Like if Grace didn't know that Faith was there until they unmask her, and it's their relationship trying to get through this.
Yeah.
Of how it is in the movie, it would have been great, but it's like they kept everything out of from that first of her seeing her in the hospital, and then both of them getting taken by the high council families, and it's like it just puts you so much in, like it has the relationship between them, their backstories, but then like these little families, you go have their families in here, and it's like so fucking confusing. It's like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, and I felt like also adding that daughter is like the ex-girlfriend of her husband from the, you know what I mean? Like
they didn't even mention that.
Yeah, it's like that didn't even need to really be in there. And also, I feel like this movie could have shaved like 15 minutes or something off of this movie. It just seemed like where I thought it was going to end, they just had to add just a little bit more in there. You could have taken the scene out where the extra scene where the brother is beating the crap out of Catherine Newton in there, and then he finally, you could have.
That was perfect.
It does set up his like being so unhinged and like uncontrollable.
I think it has tension too. Sorry to interrupt you. I think it has tension. That's the part of, like, a lot of horror movies anymore don't have tension, don't have stakes. And I feel like that was because she was on the verge of, it's a double-edged sword, showing her that she could possibly die, but showing the character of Sean Hassey's character like becoming this lunatic that everyone was talking about during the movie.
Yeah. It just felt like, I don't know. I can't pinpoint it just off of one watch. Like I said, probably on a second or so watch, I could probably go, this is probably where I would draw the line on this particular part or something like that. But I just feel kind of like you said, the story is a little all over the place. They try to add too many things on there. And then the ending I thought was pretty fucking stellar. I thought they were gonna I thought they were gonna end it with, I guess with just the pit. I'll just put it that way. We'll go into it a little bit later, but I thought they were just going to end it there, but they continue to go where it kind of sets up a potential, maybe a third one, maybe a crossover, like you said, between Abigail and Ready or Not. I don't know. That could be something that they're, like you said, trying to put out there. What was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you something about the movie. What did you think of Elijah Wood's character as like the lawyer? Because I wish we would have got a little bit more from him. I wish they would have gave us just a little bit more. Because anytime he was on there, he was great, and I loved his little, like when the brother is trying to text him, hey, they're on the third green, go get them. And he's like, sure you want to do that? No? All right. And he just his little inputs to the game was great. I wish there was just a little bit more of him because he was just an odd character, but I liked him.
I do agree with you with that one. There's the three characters. Words are hard. The three characters that I was looking forward to the most is, and if you wonder about Words Are Hard, I messed up with the Silent Hill cover already. I messed up with this, and it's really late into the night. So
I was gonna say, we record late, and we have a time difference, so it's late for me. It's even later for Dakota. So,
but the three characters I want to see the most in this: Elijah Wood, David Cronenberg, and Kevin Durant was the three characters that we had the least amount of screen time of.
Dude, why did they put... Oh, by the way, stop putting important things in the trailer.
Sandwiches. Ray, if you're listening, sandwich.
They put Kevin Durant's blowing up in the fucking trailer. And then, so you're like, okay, he's going to... So when you see him, he's going to explode. When you see him fucking 10 minutes in the movie, you're going to go, damn, already? You know what I mean? Like, it was just, why? You could have gave us anything other than that point, because when he showed up in the hospital in the first 10 minutes, I was like, oh, well, he's about to explode. Which I like Kevin Durant. Like, I would have loved him to be more into the story, but of course they had to make it where, oh, he tried to kill her before the game is ending, so he just fucked his bloodline up. So of course that's why that family wasn't in there. But I'm like, dude, it would have been great to have him more into the story than what he was.
Okay, before I get, if you guys are new here and you're wondering why I just like who the fuck did I just call a sandwich, our good friend Ray, aka Scare Pair, you guys will see him very soon on for our another episode of the April releases. We have already have that locked and loaded, so be prepared for that. There was also something locked and loaded in this movie that we were going to be talking about that I was really surprised about. But Ray. So, some people call some people imbeciles, dumbasses, but Ray's nice for just saying that it's sandwiches or a sandwich. So I was calling the studio Searchlight Pictures sandwiches because they put Kevin Durant's death right in the trailer. And I already knew. I'm like, he's going to die right here. I'm thinking, I already know because he started before he tried to kill them before the game started. I already knew it. I'm like,
and you're just like, damn, man. Because I was looking out, same, and I didn't know much about Kevin Durant in general, but when I saw him at Clown in the Cornfield and
Abigail.
Yes, I was like, we just talked about that movie.
Have you seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the newest one?
Oh yeah, he was the fucking main guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was a good one. So yeah, I was hoping a little bit more. Um, but on the side note, I had no idea that this character was going to be in there. But one of my favorite characters of the entire film that made me laugh the most was Varun Saranaga.
Is that the son?
That's the guy with the gold chains. Fuck, what was
Has a switch in his hand that was playing the entire time.
No, it was the one. It was Mandu
Oh.
Rajan, the character Mandu. Where he had the gold chain, and
that was staying in the back watching.
Yeah, the brother that was watching the brother of the guy who got melted in the fucking washing machine. That guy was the fucking funniest part of the whole movie for me. Like his little one-liners, and when he fucking sold out his wife, he's like, "Nope, you're next." Signs the blood and basically gives up his right to the whole thing. He was fucking hilarious. And
I love Dorothy. Can I say something connected to that real quick?
Yeah.
It's the part where they're standing in the road. It's like, yeah, we're going to win this fucking thing. And his wife drives straight through the gate, just keeps on going. He's like, well, fuck me. I am ready to go. He's like, you have written all your rights. So he's like, well, fuck it.
Right? He's like, I'm going to go lie down. Just this one, like I said, I thought this one was funnier than the first one. And I think it worked for me that way because I continued to laugh. And since we're talking about him, and the ending with him was absolutely hysterical. We'll talk about it later. We won't go into further details, but his shit in the last scene was hilarious to me.
Are we talking about the
with
dungeon scene?
Yeah.
No, I love when Samara Weaving comes in just with a shotgun. That's what I'm gonna say. And she's like,
dude.
where's my sister? He's like, I have no more rights.
He's all eating ice cream.
He's like, I'm just eating ice cream, just lay it over here. He's like, I don't have a fucking clue about this anymore.
He's like, I'm an innocent bystander. He just runs off.
Saying, I'm gonna go lay back down.
Yeah. What I want to say, and I can't remember too many other Radio Silence films. I've only watched Abigail the one time, and then of course the Scream 5 and 6. But this one, the music choices were mwah. I absolutely loved the music choices. When Samara Weaving and that fucking other girl are fighting after pepper spraying each other, and when that song "Turn Around, Bright Eye," and they're trying to fight and they're literally just punching the air, and then when Catherine Newton's when Catherine Newton's running down the hall, and it's like, and I need you now tonight. It was just like perfect montage of the music and everything, and then it just abruptly stops when she gets fucking clotheslined
by Sean Hannity.
Just starts getting mollywopped, dude. But the music choice was fantastic in some parts, man. And
I love the whole scene though of the fight. Air was it windmills? Just random air.
Yeah, it was fucking great. And so I really liked how they implemented the music in some of those scenes. And I think that scene is probably my favorite when they're fighting in the dining hall when that music is playing after macing each other. That's probably my favorite scene of the whole fucking movie.
I think it actually is too.
Yeah.
For me.
Like I said, it had a great tone throughout the film. I was going to say I was very surprised with the relationship that Sarah Michelle Gellar's character and what's his name, Sean Hannity,
Sean
Hannity, their relationship as brother and sister. It kind of, this is gonna sound, I wanted more. It's like I cared more about their relationship than I did Catherine Newton and Samara Weaving's, because it was more interesting in the fact that we know what they did to their dad in order to fucking get this like tournament thing going to where they could be one of the high, so they could get the high seat, you know, implying, I mean, they basically killed their dad so they could, one of the two could be the one because of how they, I took it that way because they're like, what we did to dad, we need to get this fucking high ring, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh shit, because when they're like, yeah, he died last night, and then what they implying what they did, I was like, oh shit. I was curious more of along those lines, and then when it started kind of, when he started to kind of unravel and get a little unhinged, even more so, I was like, I could have a little bit more of their story just throughout there, but they're not, of course, the main characters in as far as that goes. But what he did to Sarah Michelle Gellar, I was like, damn.
Which part?
When
he kills her?
Yeah, fucking.
Oh yeah, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, the snapping of the neck, just like, holy shit. But what I liked about that part, it was shocking that he did that to his own sister. But when he said, there's no penalty for killing a family member, and then it gets used at the end with Samara Weaving after she agrees to marry him to make sure that she and her sister stay alive. And there were a lot of smart moments in the story, but it was more of a chaotic story that was a little everywhere, like you pointed out in the beginning. But I felt like toward the end, that's when it started to smooth out a little bit. But then I don't know if they gave us a clear and concise, is this going to be the last one? Or are they going to do a Ready or Not 3? You know, it's still kind of unanswered. What do you think? Do you think they're going to do a third one?
I don't know.
Just a straight Ready or Not?
I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's got to be crossover time. Unless if he could pull something else out of Abigail, it would be great. But how Abigail ended, it was just straight open and closed movie. So it's like, what do you do from here though? Because that's the question I had. It's the biggest problem I had. They don't explain because everyone in the High families are dead. And of course, Elijah Wood is still there as the lawyer. And of course, not Ladomus, but LaBelle is still there.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what the hell happens now?
Yeah. Because you had them, the ending, you know, what I thought would have been a cool fucking thing, because it would have definitely set up a third one if they wanted to go that route. So the ending, of course, she says, yes, I will, or, you know, they agree to marry so they can be alive. She's going to be a part of the family. They get down there, they do their little blood oath and their vows and everything like that. They open the pit of misery, basically, where they're going to sacrifice a goat down there to Satan or whatever. Once they do their vows, they put their rings on, and then he becomes the high chair when she shanks him and then throws him down. And he's like, oh, well, now she's the high chair. And she gives it up and they go, well, nobody's ever done that. But yeah, as if nobody's wearing the ring, it's game over for everybody. and she's like, how long until the timer, or until dayfall? And he's like, oh, 3 minutes. When she says, go fuck yourself, and throws that ring into the pit down there, I think it should have been boom, end credits. Because then you set yourself up where there's gonna be a third one if you wanted to go that route. With them extending it that few more minutes, and them showing all of the fucking craziness that's going down in there, and then nobody getting the ring, and then of course everybody blowing up, and then it's just Elijah Wood. And who was the fucking image that at the end, when the image of the fire and came, who was that? I didn't catch it.
LaBelle.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, he nods at them, and it's like, what the hell does it go from here?
Yeah, so that's that.
That's the man that nodded at you. Yep.
Yeah. So you get that, and then you get the guy who sold all of his stuff, then doesn't have a stock. He's like, yeah, I survived. Woo! He's like, we're free. I don't have any stakes in this. And then he blows up. And you're just like, well, wait a second. If he didn't have no stakes in the game, why did he blow up still? Makes no sense.
Because it's still bloodline.
Yeah.
Oh, so that means the wife somewhere's go, pow.
Yeah, she's going to be driving and she's going to die.
Oh, that should be like a post-credit scene or something.
Yeah, that'd have been funny. But now, then they get blown up on, and then they take the goat and they walk out, and they're just, they just kind of how the first one ended. They walk out and they're walking in the sunrise, and that's it. So it's like, where are you going to go from here? You could have cut that last 7 minutes off. And when she throws that in the fucking pit, it just cuts. And then you set yourself up to go for a third one. If you wanted to go that route, I don't even, like I said, we're just speculating. If they wanted to do a third one, that's how I would do it. How they ended it, I don't know how they're going to do a third one. Even more, I didn't know how they were going to do the second one with how the first one ended. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To be honest, if they could bring it in, because if I didn't think of this, I need to rewatch Abigail. There's a lot of pieces of the Ladomises, like Easter eggs in Abigail. So, say if it's in the house, so of course Dracula. Is it? What about Dracula and what about if we get because I think this is what I think is. What about if Radio Silence wants to do a not individual like what Universal's doing right now, right? But do a Universal Monsters thing with Ready or Not.
Yeah.
Kind of get the families these creatures together, like Dracula, and you got Wolfman over here, Creature of the Black Lagoon, all of that. And or just do vampires versus, to be honest, because I would love to see just a vampire versus Samara Weaving and Catherine Newton thing.
Yeah. It's just, I appreciated the movie. I had a good time with it. It's well worth the watch, but I don't know if it's going to have enough replay value like the first one. That makes sense?
I think if you play both of them in both orders.
Yeah, it would be like one of those. It would be like one of those, yeah, we're going to watch a double feature. But I could watch the first Ready or Not over and over and over again because it still has that. Even though you know what happens, it's still damn, this was so good how they executed it, how they played this thing. And at the end, dude, I swear to God, when I first watched it the first time ever, when he exploded, I was like, when they started exploding, I was like, holy shit, it was real.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean?
Too.
It had that surprise element. With this one, there's going to be exploding bodies.
To be honest, this is besides the Scream movies, and anything radio silence. Like these two movies, Abigail, even though they're in the same universe, Exploding Bodies. The big, you seen the Patterson Project, right? With the
Oh yeah,
Bigfoot.
yeah. Found
You see
footage.
how you see how there's exploding bodies at the end.
Yeah.
Radio silence production.
Oh, that's funny.
It's like a radio silence. The only thing is Scream. And to bring it up, I want to talk about this real quick. Soundtracks. I think Scream 6 soundtrack is so much better than the soundtrack, than the music in this movie.
I'm trying to remember 6.
You had Still Alive by Demi Lovato. And then you had one by it's not Chester because Chester's passed away. It's his the other dude that is in Linkin Park.
Mike
It's
Shinoda.
a song. Yeah, he has a song in there also.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Ice Nine Kills though. In this movie, did you know that?
I haven't watched it or listened to it, but I know they had the song for it.
You know the song where Kevin Durant is like sniffing up the white powder?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's their new song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw clips or like pictures. They did the full glam metal music
They have
video.
a backstory, like whether it's their dads, it's their parents. What they think is there's their dads, and their dad's band is called Grave Diggler.
That's funny. Yeah, but all in all, go ahead.
Can we talk about one more scene before we go? Because I think this scene is so good.
Oh yeah,
it's when she gets the shotgun, and she after I took Faith, and the sister's like, and that the sister of the guy.
Yeah,
no, it's the daughter of the guy. It's Alex Ladomis's ex-girlfriend. She's like, "Oh, you come back already?" And she just like blasts her away with a shotgun.
Yeah, she went straight up like hardcore with that shotgun. She hit her 3 times with it. She said boom, boom, and then walked by, and then boom again.
Then all of a sudden, that little brother comes out of nowhere with a dual and pistols.
He said, "Let's go, puta," and fucking just move. That shit was crazy.
What the fuck?
Bro, he was down for the cause. That little brother was down for the cause. He ran right up there after she died, fucking hit that shit, wrote he was ready.
You know, they just need to remake the movie, and they need to put him in it. From Dusk Till Dawn. He could be related to George Clooney and
right?
Quentin Tarantino's characters.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, I had a good time with it. Will I rush to watch it again? Probably not, just because it's one of those. I hate to fucking sound like it, but like I said, all the surprise, all the cleverness of it was done in the first one. So you're kind of expecting it in the second one. There were some good moments, but all in all, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 because it was an entertaining one and I had a good time with it. But it's not a top movie of the year for me. You know what I mean?
No, not me either.
So
it's out of 11, it's 4. It's number 4 for me.
Yeah, I can't even think of how many I've watched so far. But yeah, it's definitely.
Before we head out,
go ahead.
Oh no, you can go because I got a little something afterwards.
Oh yeah, no. So it definitely. If you haven't seen Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, definitely go check it out. Form your own opinion. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Let us know if you think there's going to be a third one. If you like this one, if you didn't like it, let us know in the comment section below. But what do you have, Mr. Dakota?
Straight off the dome. What's your ranking of the 5 radio silence moves between Ready or Not 2, Abigail, Scream 5 and 6?
All right, so off the top of my head, oh man,
And these are the last 5 Radio Silence movies that have came out. It's not their whole filmography. It's just the last 5 that has been released.
Well, you're not going to like mine, but we're going to go with Abigail. So from least, 5 to 1. Abigail, Scream 5. Ready or Not 2. Scream 6. And Ready or Not.
Okay, this is how I'm gonna do it. Ready or Not 2 is at the bottom. Then I got Ready or Not. All these movies I enjoy. Scream 6, Scream 5, Abigail.
Yeah, I think what pissed me off about Abigail was the fucking trailer gave everything away. If you would have hidden that she wasn't a vampire, I would have fucking dug the shit out of that movie. But we already knew that she was a vampire walking into the damn movie. You know what I mean? So it kind of just, there was no stakes at it. Because you're like, well, she's going to have to, it's a ballerina vampire. You know what I mean? So I think that's what pissed me off the most about that one.
Have you rewatched it since?
No. So I
definitely need to rewatch again.
Need to rewatch it.
You know what's my favorite scene from that? It's when they're standing there. Catherine Newton's brains, and she's like, "I found the garlic." Dan Stevens is like, "Sammy, that's fucking onions." Fucking cracked me up. I was dying in the theater. I'm like, you got me shitting me.
Onions. I need to rewatch it, man. Because I know there's a lot of Abigail truthers out there, and I gotta check that. Yeah,
I lead the pack.
What?
I lead the pack.
There you go. But anything else for Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, or Ready or Not, or
no? But if you want to know how much I love Abigail, if you guys actually look over at the corner, I actually do have a poster over there of it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
No, I'm just gonna say, definitely see this movie in the theater. Do not wait till it comes out on digital, because I kind of wish I saw the first Ready or Not in theaters. I saw the first one back in 2023, and I wish I saw it back in 2019.
Yeah.
Oh, but the one thing I did like is when she's going back and she's singing the song, that the old vinyl that they play.
Oh yeah.
Yes, her seeing that, I'm like,
yeah,
okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. But we shall see where the Ready or Not train goes from here. But like I said, guys, if you have seen Ready or Not 2, let us know your thoughts about it in the comments section below. Let us know which one you prefer, the first or the second one. And if you think there's going to be a third, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, bell notification. We appreciate you guys watching. For our audio listeners, Spotify, Apple, please drop that 5-star rating. We'd appreciate it very much. And we appreciate you guys being here on a weekly basis. We're going to keep on keeping on. We have a few episodes in the chamber ready to go coming up. So just be ready for more content each week. And we love you. We appreciate you. And as always, for myself and Dakota, we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.